What's going on, guys? It's Crazy Kevin here, and I'm here with UFC fighter Dennis Buzukja. Dennis, how we doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
My man, my man. Now, you just had a performance not too long ago at UFC Atlantic City, actually a card I was at. Talk to us a little bit about that performance and that big win.
Oh man, that was it was just like the Dennis that I knew and that my team knows that was gonna come out. You know, it was just only a matter of time, and I'm finally happy. I got to finally show who I am and my skills and why everyone says what they say about me. So, AC is like my second home. You know, I fought there so many times, and you know, third time's the charm. I guess it's about time I finally got that damn win in the UFC.
Now, speaking about, Atlantic City might be like your second home. Is that why you might have felt so comfortable out there? I mean, you were singing your walkout song line. Talk to us a little bit about your confidence going into that matchup.
Yeah, man. I just I don't know if it was because it was an AC, but you know, everyone was asking me, like everyone thought I had all the pressure in the world on me and everything, like I had to win this fight. But after getting like TKO'd at MSG, which was like my biggest fear ever in my career, I was just like, yo, the worst possible thing happened. So I was like, fuck it, you know, like what worse than that can happen? So with that being said, I just went into the fight like, yo, I'm gonna just have fun, man. Just go back to doing what I do best and just have fun, let the shit loose, and let it all go.
Yeah, man, 100%. You definitely did. Now, talking about that matchup here, I mean, you got an all-star team behind you, but how are you able to find some of the holes in Conor's game going into that matchup?
You know, I never watched really tape before, which is kind of crazy. But this fight, you know, Aljo and the coach I've been working with, Salman, they broke down tape on him, and it kind of forced me to watch a little bit more tape on him, and then I just like saw some openings. You know, he switched some things up though. You know, he would walk into the power a lot, stepping left as a boxer. In his previous fights, he didn't do that too much this fight. Um, I knew he liked to look for that left kick when he goes southpaw, so I was just countering that the whole camp and just trying to find the right hand. So that was really what we were looking for, and then just moving a lot because he likes the pressure and set his pace. So like a big thing for us was just move, reset, and then me being first and setting my tempo off of his pressure. So kind of just walked him where I wanted him to be in the fight.
Yeah, 100%. Now, with your last fight with such a great win, are you trying to look to get back in there somewhat soon, maybe like 302 Newark or anything like that?
So the night of the fight, I did ask for Newark. That's June 1st right here. But they told me the card was full by that night. So I was like, all right, all good. There's a guy I want to fight, Muhammad Yahya. So I asked to fight him June 22nd in Saudi Arabia. I'll fly over there. I'll go to his territory, you know, fight the guy in his home. So I got no problem with that. Or even before the McGregor fight was announced, UFC 303, my zip code growing up is 10303. So I was like, yo, that'd be pretty sick, you know, June 29th. So one of those nights I would no, how should I say it? Either then, those two nights, or, you know, something the week after or in the following week. You know, I don't want to fight too late. Like late June, early July is like the latest I would like to fight.
Now, speaking about your upcoming matchup, for maybe somebody that's never seen you fight before, describe to us your fighting style and why we should tune into your future fights.
Just technical violence, man. You know, I'm looking for the finish. I'm going the whole 15 minutes as long as it takes. I'm always going to look to land some big shots, keep it on the feet. You know, I can grapple too. Obviously, training with Marab and Aljo every day. I just like making it exciting, man. I love the reaction from the fans. I love the talks about my fights after, and mixing it up, man, with the kicks, knees, elbows, the hands. You know, just violence, bro. Just excitement and entertainment. Because that's what the fans want. That's what they pay for. And even me as a fight fan, that's what I like to see. So, but I can do it all. You know, I'm not a one trick pony. So, just beautiful MMA, I would say, coming from me.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. And on top of that, when it comes to your team and just maybe even like some fighters in your gym, what do you think was maybe some of the best advice you got going into your matchup?
The best advice going into this matchup. That's a good question. I trained a lot with Aljo this camp out in Vegas. Because we were fighting guys it was like teammate versus teammate. You know, Calvin Cater and Connor Matthews, they're teammates, and me and Aljo are teammates. So a big thing was that they're boxing heavy, and it was like just chopping at the legs a little early, starting that, which Aljo did in his fight, and then I also did in my fight, was just chopping the legs early. So, and then just being patient, you know, like a big thing me and Aljo was saying was like time is on our side. You know, we'll just pick the guys apart, and as the fight goes on, it's going to benefit us more. So, um, I think that's what happened. You know, Aljo secured the win with his grappling, and I secured the win with my striking.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. Now, with a lot of those guys that you have in the gym, obviously Aljo and Marab are some of the big names that push you in the gym. But out of all the guys you've maybe sparred and trained with, who do you think is maybe the toughest matchup you've had?
Yo, bro, all of them. Honestly, you got Aljo with his crazy movement and his grappling, and he's a fucking gorilla, bro. His strength is insane. You got Marab's gas tank, which is out of this world. I've never seen anything like it. Um, Nazim Sadikov, he's just a bull. You know, his technique on the feet and grappling, he's super strong. His cardio is insane too. He has like 4 third-round finishes or something like that, which is crazy. Um, who else? Anthony Delemy, he just fought in CFFC the week or 2 weeks after me. He got a third-round finish also. He's 6-0 now. I'm sure you'll see him on Contender this next season coming up. He's an up and comer out of our gym, so he's gonna be doing his thing. I'm sure he'll be in the UFC soon now. Um, and those are my main guys, bro. You know, Charlie Campbell has heavy hands, the Cannibal, great striking, even great grappling that he hasn't shown either yet. Um, Everyone in the gym is a killer, bro. You know, and it's high level fighting. Everyone's tough. Everyone's a dog. Everyone's technical. So it's always like we always joke like in the gym, Saturday morning sparring is like a pay-per-view fight night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, like I said, all those names you just listed would be like a solid, pay-per-view card in general. Now, when it comes to like just training in general, Marab is an awesome fighter, and he's got some crazy cardio to him. What is maybe something unique about Marab that he does to kind of get that cardio and maybe help you get better cardio for your fights as well?
He is a lot smarter than people think. Like his fight IQ is through the roof. The reason his cardio is so good is because he knows how to manage his energy. Like even with the grappling, he knows when to squeeze, when to stay relaxed, when to stay loose, his body positioning, even on the feet, like his feints, while he's feinting and pressuring you and you got like the pressure on you, he's recovering, he's breathing, and then he'll engage and use his energy. So he knows how to recover so well, when to explode, when to squeeze, when not to. So working with him and like picking these things up from him has been helping me a lot too with my grappling and even my feints and my movement and my efficiency, I should say. He's very efficient with what he does.
Yeah, no, he definitely seems like, and he's definitely a problem, and he could be the future champ, that's for sure. And on top of that, not only did you get a sweet win at UFC Atlantic City, you also got a little 50G bonus with it. Talk to us about how you found out about the 50G bonus and what it was like to actually get it.
Yeah, bro. So I remember when me and Aljo got back to the hotel and the coach Salman, we were just chilling by like in some burger spot in like the food court. We had some burgers. I had a milkshake. You know, I love my Oreo milkshake. So we were just chilling there watching the rest of the fights, and it was like every fight was a finish. I'm like, yo, goddamn, bro. I was like, who the hell is gonna get the bonus? I had no idea. So then the fight's finished, and I go up to my room. I'm like cleaning everything up with my family because we were gonna drive back to Staten Island right after. My manager's in the room with us. You know, we're all just hanging out, talking. And then Aljo texts me. He's like, bro, like I just talked to, whoever it was. He's like, they said you got the bonus. Congrats. Like, what a great way to start your career on the right foot now, like with a nice push. I was like, yo, I started screaming. I'm like, yo, they said I got the bonus. Aljo just texted me. My manager was like, what? No fucking way. He's like, let me ask. So he texted, I think, Mick Maynard, the matchmaker. And he was like, yo, did Buzukja get the bonus? And he was like, yeah, we're giving it to him. And we were all just like fucking bugging out. You know, it was such a sick feeling.
Oh yeah, no, that's gotta be an awesome feeling. And with all those guys that you're training with in the gym, kind of a little off topic from that, but with all those guys you're training with in the gym, if you're training, let's say a Saturday morning at sparring, like you said, and you're on the aux, what are you playing music-wise for the whole gym?
Yeah, everyone knows I love to play my Albanian music. You know, when they hear like Albanian music, especially my boy Capital T, they know it's my music. You know, and then it's funny because like all the guys in the gym pretty much know like Albanian music now because of the songs I play, and they play them too. You know, even like my walkouts or whatever. So it's just good vibes, and sometimes they'll even put them on, like when I'm about to spar or it's like, I'm in camp or something. Like if they're on the aux, they'll put my songs on too, just for good vibes. You know.
I love it. I love it. Now where is the inspiration to your current walkout song?
So I usually walk out to Kucha Z. It's like a anthem for Albanians. It's like a prideful song. But this last one, I switched it up. It was Benzema by Eli, this Albanian rapper from Sweden. Um, I did part of my camp in Miami, and New York in January is freezing. So I was like, yo, I can't. I'm fucking tired of this cold, bro. I'm always getting sick during camp and everything. I was like, fuck this. So I went to Miami to train, and I was just having such a great time, bro. Like just with the nice weather. Like I got the rental car, just windows open, just chilling. Great training, beach every day. And I came across this song Benzema. I don't even know how I came across it. I just like it came up, and then I was listening to it. And I was like, yo, this shit is hard, you know. So I remember one night specifically. It was my last night in Miami. I was driving. I was like, I just want to go on a drive, and I had the windows open, and I was just blasting the song as loud as it could, and I had chills and shit. I'm like, yo, this is the one right here. I'm walking out to this song, and then I switched it up, and I knew when I would walk out, because there's so much stress and pressure in the fight. Um, I knew like when I would walk out, it would remind me of like me having fun in Miami and just being relaxed, like having great training. And that's exactly what happened. As I was walking out, I was just enjoying the moment, just remembered all the hard work I put in, and it just kept me loose. And when I'm having fun and I'm loose, that's when I'm at my best.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's important. You definitely have to go in the cage, loose and ready to go. Will definitely help your mental state. And speaking of your mental state, you mentioned in another interview that you thought like fighting is just like 100% mental. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, like it's easy to show up to the gym and just push and get a workout in, and get your sparring or get your live rounds or your strength and conditioning or your runs. Your body just does it. You just go up and do it. But when you like train with purpose and you focus on certain things and you're breaking down tape and you're breaking down your skills and you're doing all the mental work, and then along with self-belief and overcoming doubts and overcoming injuries, it's all mental, bro. And then when you step in there, it's just at the end of the day, it's a fight. With all technique and everything aside, it's my will versus the other guy's will. So who's gonna impose it more and who's gonna break first, and then that's all mental.
Yeah, yeah, no, it definitely is. And speaking of when we first saw you on Dana White's Contender Series. Talk to us a little bit about your two fights on Dana White in Contender Series and your experiences with those shows.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. The first one, I was so sick with COVID, it was insane. And then like I had hurt my shoulder, my left shoulder. And the guys were saying like, bro, just pull out. Like you're 22 years old. They'll call you again. It's not a big deal. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. Like, when I sign the contract and if I can make it to the fight, I'm showing up. In retrospect, maybe not like the smartest thing, but we're fighters, bro. That's really how we all are. So I fought Melsick, and that motherfucker was a dog. I don't think I've ever felt power like that. And I don't want to gas him up, but I never felt power like that before in anyone I fought or trained with or sparred or anything. Um, so that was just a tough ass fight. Going in there, couldn't even really breathe. But I dogged it out, went the full distance. Close fight, but he got the win. It was back to the drawing board for me. I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm 22. I'm 4-2 now. Let's just put together a win streak. And then they called me back the following summer, but I actually turned it down because I was like, I just want to get more experience. I'm young. I just want to get a few more wins and get some more cage time. So I turned it down. And then the following summer after that, 2 years later, they called me again. And then I was like, all right, now I feel ready for the UFC. And I went there, fought a fucking wrestler. The guy was just trying to pin me against the cage and take me down, whatever. So I was fighting him. I dropped him in the second, and then ground and pound, and whatever, just hurt him on the feet. But I couldn't get the finish because he kept grabbing me every time I tried to finish him. So no contract that night. Then I was like, fuck, bro. Like this is my second time on Contender. Got the win, but no contract. It was like, where do I go from here? So I was just like, yo, keep fighting, keep finishing guys, keep getting wins, stay active. And I told myself, it goes back to being, the mental game of it. I was like, the more fights, the more wins, the more highlights, the more confident I'll be, the more experience, the better my record, and the more time under my belt, build my resume. And then that's really what ended up happening. They called me short notice, 4 days notice against Woodson. I had to cut like fucking 23 pounds, bro. I almost killed myself in those 3 days weight cut. And, that was probably my toughest, like, moment in my career, to be honest. Apart from being sick with COVID or whatever, from the other fights, that was a really hard thing to go through.
No, it almost seems like almost every fighter that comes on to the UFC, they come on in like short notice and they have to drop a lot of weight and that kind of deal. When it comes to like just having a short notice fight and like you said, having it be like a really bad experience, if the UFC offered you another short notice fight, would you try to, stay away from it? You only want like full camps in the future?
I mean, it depends the matchup, and it depends the timing, really. I wouldn't say no. I won't ever take a short notice fight. But again, like it depends on the matchup. It depends how my body's feeling. Would I do something like that right now? Like 4 days notice and cut all that weight? No, definitely not. But that was pretty much my only way to get in the UFC at that point. So you got to do what you got to do. I rolled the dice, didn't pay off that night, but I'm here now, and, you're only as good as your last fight. So we got the win and I'm happy, even though I lost the last two before that, I'm happy where I'm at right now.
No, you definitely should be, and I think the next matchup is definitely going to be the best one for sure. And, one question I always like to ask every fighter, I'm going to ask you as well, is I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for 6 years now, and I've been training for 20 years, so I just love martial arts and love what I do. And I have a lot of guys at my gym that are training under me. And with that being said, what advice do you have for those guys to keep coming into the gym every single day and to keep on getting better and better?
I mean, you just gotta love what you do. Love it, become obsessed with it, and just be the best you can be. Really just enjoy what you do, and be present in the moment. A lot of guys, like I said, going back to what I said before, a lot of guys just show up and go through the training, but I think just try to take something out of each session, each day. Like even if it's one little tiny thing, that adds up over time. It's like compound interest. So just show up. Focus on the present moment, enjoy the moment, and that's really it, man. And when you do that, like, only good can come out of it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I definitely agree with you there. And Dennis, a last message to the fans out there that are going to be watching this video.
Look, I appreciate all you guys, the love, the hate, whatever it may be. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I put on exciting fights for you guys and you guys enjoy my performances. That's all I'm looking to do is just to entertain people and have fun with the sport, doing what I love. And the fans make the sport, whether it's like the trolls or like the hardcore fans. I love all of it on all ends, and I appreciate all of you, so thank you.
Yeah, Dennis, and we definitely appreciate you as well, too. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and we're looking forward to your next fight, and thank you again, my man.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem. All right, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks again, my man.
Yeah, bro, no doubt. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man, take care.